Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Readings with Rev Jeanne. And that's me. Hi, Cheryl. Glad you're here. Um, I'm here to give messages from Spirit to those in need. However, I'm waiting on Spirit because they tell me who I'm supposed to go to. So just have patience, okay? The only thing I can ask, please, is keep your name and any comments in the feed. That helps me, and it helps me to connect with you and with Spirit at the same time. So just know that I'm here and ready. How are you tonight, Cheryl? Cheryl, I think this is coming through psychically at the moment more than it is mediumship, because I feel an intensity around you, and it's like I feel like I can't breathe. Have things been really tense around you, other than the pandemic and all that stuff? I'm talking about personally or spiritually with yourself. Hi, folks, come on in. Anyway, Cheryl, just breathe. I'm being told to tell you, just breathe, please. Okay? There is a woman does come in, and it's like she's at a dead run. She's kind of almost afraid that she was going to miss you. It's kind of funny. I want to laugh because this woman is very excitable. And she's telling me, tell her not to be like me. Tell her to just breathe, and she's going to get through this okay. This woman now had a tendency to have panic attacks, if that means anything to you. But just know that she's here with love, and she's trying real hard to help you right now get through some really emotional or spiritual situations that you're having a great deal of difficulty with. Lean on her teachings, what she taught you, what you felt, and it will help. Okay? I'll leave that. Thank you, folks. Say, come on in, keep your name in the feed as much as possible, please. We are on a 10-second delay with everything. So just keep it in there, and I will do what I can for everyone, or for as many as I can. Zoe Horning, how are you? Zoe, okay, there's a man standing here, Zoe, and I believe he's for you because he's new. He's new to me. He's new here, and so are you. He's just shaking his head. Something's happened recently that he's, I don't want to say he's upset about, but he's concerned about. Something has happened that he's showing me it being brushed under the rug, whatever it is. And he keeps pulling the rug back, saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's deal with it. Let's get it out in the open. Let's do what we have to do. I hope you understand what I'm talking about here, Zoe. He comes through with love. It's nothing meant to be critical or negative in any way. I feel like a grandfather with him. He's telling me he had a rough time in life, where he didn't always keep things up the way they should be, according to other people's standards, and he wishes now that he had. He doesn't want you making the same mistakes that he made, okay? And that's what it boils down to, is that's his big concern. He doesn't want you making the same mistakes. So please take that into consideration, and just know that whatever this is, whatever's going on, you'll get through it. It's not as bad as you think it is. And once you bring it to light, whatever the situation is, bring it to light to the people that it belongs with, it's going to help. It's going to help in so many ways. But anyway, he's just smiling, and I just see he tips his hat, that type of goodbye. But just love there, okay? God bless. All right, for those that are coming on, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. We need those subscriptions. We're like 49 away, I believe, at this point, or 39 away, I'm sorry, to our goal. Also, please keep your name in the feed as much as possible with just, hello or your spirit loved one's name, whatever. Just keep it in the feed. That helps me connect, and it also helps spirit to connect to her as well. Also, share the video as much as possible. Next Wednesday night, we will be pulling for our drawing for a free reading. And the way to get into that free reading drawing is to share the video. Every time you share it, for as many times as you share, your name goes in to the bucket tonight. So we will be doing that next Wednesday. So please make sure you do share.
Which means it's a 15-minute reading. I don't know that they know that.
Okay. All right.
Because some people don't call afterwards.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Just so that you know, it's not like what I do here. It's a full 15-minute reading. And that's what you're trying for.
Yes. So they need to call. If their name is called, they need to call you afterwards to get the reading.
Okay. All right. All right. Wow. Sarah Brown. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Sarah, a really big guy standing here. And I'm seeing some type of a military uniform with him. Would you know who I'm talking about? I know we're on like a 10-second delay here, folks, so just kind of bear with me. Sarah, if you know who I'm talking about, please let me know. I feel like a grandfather with him. I don't know if it's father, grandfather, but he's a big man. And that military uniform was everything to him. Okay, anyway, he's talking about strength, and he's saying he's working on giving you some strength, something that you need in your life. You've been having a rough time. I know we're all feeling closed in right now, but this is beyond what we're dealing with the pandemic. This is more within your personal life. Okay, just remember that who we're talking about, because you'll be able to connect with him if you talk to other family members. I feel really sure of that. Like I said, I feel like a grandfather's vibration with him. Possibly father, but no, it's grandfather. Something has just finished around you, and it's like you're feeling a loss of connection here. And he's saying, don't feel that way. It's all coming back. Everything's coming back. Only this time when it comes back, it's going to be better than it was before. It's like he's trying really, really hard to give you a pep talk, to tell you that, keep on pushing for the things that you want out of life, because it's not wasted energy. Spirit, God, however you prefer to use it or to term it, does hear, does listen. And all good things come to people who are positive and put that energy into it. So please keep that in mind, okay? God bless. All right. I am seeing a few people from last night. Again, I apologize for the new logarithms on YouTube. We're just getting used to them on our end. So we're getting there, folks. All right. Corinne Pulver. Corinne. All right, folks, if I happen to pronounce your name improperly, please don't get upset. I don't do it on purpose. I know I get upset when people mispronounce my name, but sometimes it is difficult. Hi, Corinne. Okay, Corinne, there's a couple here, but it's like they're yelling, trying to be heard. And it's like, for a second, it just made me cringe just because I'm like, okay, don't yell. I can hear you. They're very excitable, both of them. They're saying, I want to say this is the last place they ever would have been. Were they in the physical world right now is tuned into something like this program, because she's fascinated. She's saying, well, will you look at that? And she's pointing to your name, and they're happy. They're happy to be here. They're happy to see you here. And I want to say they're happy about you in general. Okay. They're also, I don't know if this makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me, so just bear with me here. But Corinne, they're bringing in like baskets of goodies and fruit and flowers and everything. It's like they're bringing in like care baskets, is what I want to call them. I know when I was a young girl and a neighbor got sick, my mother and I would make a care basket for that family and deliver it to them to help them through a rough time. And it's like this couple here is, and it's like they're bringing in these care baskets for you. They want you to know that you're very much in their thoughts and in their prayers. Okay, she's all right. Um, she's talking about traveling. Now I know we can't travel right now, but don't be disheartened because it will lift. The quarantines will lift and you will be able to travel again. But she's saying not till the end of summer. Okay, just a whole lot of love and just please. She doesn't like you crying. It's scolding. It's like wow. She said she's happy. She's just really, really happy to be here. And he's just kind of going along with whatever she's saying. And that's it's kind of funny because it reminds me of my grandparents. It was my grandmother that ruled, and that's the way I feel with her. But just a whole lot of love, Corinne. God bless, and thank you for joining us this evening. All right. All right, where are we going here? Arthur Whitman. Hello, Arthur. Arthur, I'm feeling a very large man standing here. Now, please understand, I'm about 5'7", and I have to literally crane my neck to look up at his face. He's very tall, and his shoulders are what's wide. I guess that's reminds me of like a football player. Okay, like my grandson, he plays football. He's got that stance about him, the wide shoulders and the real tall height. Would you know who I'm talking about, Arthur? If you do, I'd appreciate you just tuning in for just a minute and just letting me know because he's here and he's standing with his hands on his hips. And it's like he's waiting. He's just waiting for you. He's saying he doesn't. All right, your great grandfather. Did your great grandfather have something to do with boats? Any kind of boats? I don't know if he worked on them or played with them or sailed with them. I don't know. But anyway, he's showing me boats. And he's saying, you know, it wouldn't hurt you to get out on the water for a little bit. I know it's kind of difficult right now, but when it's appropriate or when you can, get out onto the water. You know, if it means, even if it's just by a pond or a small lake, it doesn't have to be the ocean. Just get out on the water. There's a lot of healing there for you. I feel like things have been really haphazard and crazy around you for quite some time. And he's trying to tell you all you need is to center yourself. He says, get away from everybody. He says, come on. He says, come out on the water with me. Come on out in the boat. And it's like he'll help you. You know, if you open to his energy, it's a very positive, very loving energy with him. But there's also a feeling of strength that I don't feel out very often, but with him, it's absolutely there. He's trying to give you the strength you need to keep going and to keep going forward with everything in your life. He sees the difficulties. He can't change them, but he can help you. And that's just by being there sometimes. Okay? But he's telling me that the water would definitely help you. I hope you understand the message, and God bless. Okay, excuse me for just a second. I'm talking fast here again tonight. Okay. Sue Shatley, how are you? So what's with books all around you? I'm seeing this woman stacking books. I don't feel like a mother or grandmother. I feel like an aunt, but I definitely feel a biological connection with her. And she's just, these books are being stacked. And she's saying, you got to get back into them. Sue, do you understand what we're talking about here? I believe it's some form of education, because she's saying you got to get back to these books. You need to get into them. Okay, you're surrounded. All right. You may be surrounded with them, but she's saying crack the damn things open. Excuse the French, okay, or the English, whatever you want to call it. But that's exactly how she's saying it, is crack the damn things open and start reading. I don't believe these are like novels or fun type, but more like technical books of some sort or educational. She's very point blank with the way she talks, and I'm not going to continue with that, but she's saying you've got so much more to give and so much more to offer. She says, but you've lost your ground. That's not surprising with the way things are right now. But she's talking about you finding your balance again, finding your ground. She says it's not that hard to do. You just have to take a step back and go back to the things you used to do, you used to love. Okay, because she'll work with you. She'll help you find your ground or your balance again, because it's going to be so needed in the coming months. I see you working with a lot of people. If you're not in healthcare now, you will be. But you have so much to offer. So please just follow her lead here. Open the books. Let her show you the books you're supposed to read. You'll know just by touching them if it's the one you're supposed to have. But she really wants to help you, and she wants to be a part of what's coming for you. You're a natural healer, but there's information that you need that she's trying to get to you. So just follow her lead, please. It will help. Okay? Thank you. God bless. All right. Okay, but tell me where you're going. All right, folks, I'm hearing Christopher. Just tell him Christopher's here. I don't know who Christopher is, and he's not telling me where he belongs or who he wants to talk to. Okay, and he's just laughing. He says, she'll know. All right, well, let's see in the meantime. Cassandra Poynton. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, Cassandra. Cassandra, there's a woman here, and I believe she's showing me you as a baby. Because she's saying, don't scare her, don't tell her this is coming in. But she says, no, this is her. This woman took care of you when you were an infant, tiny infant. So you probably don't remember her, because she's telling me she passed before you were like 2 years old. But that very first part of your life, she was there very much. Would you know who I'm talking about? I feel like, that friend of the family that everybody calls aunt and uncle, because the friendships are that close, it feels like family. Am I making sense here? But anyway, Cassandra, she's holding you then, and she just wants to let you know that she still sneaks in and gives you a hug every chance she gets. She says you feel it as a cold chill when it happens. All right, just talk to family members. They'll be able to tell you exactly who she is. A very thin woman, very, very thin, and I'm seeing the older style clothing with her. 50s, 60s, 70s, somewhere around in there. But she's cradling you, and she wants to know that she does that as much as she can now because she misses you. She's proud of the person you've become, but she's saying you can be so much more. She says, I knew that from the time you were an infant, you could be so much more than what you are right now. Don't look back, keep going forward. It's like she's giving you a pep talk. She's trying to get you to step outside of your comfort zone, if you will, and to go forward. Sometimes that's the most difficult part, is stepping outside the comfort zone. We're always willing to try something as long as we're, in an area that we feel good about. But as soon as we step outside that comfort zone, it gets scary. But Cassandra, she wants you to know that you can step outside it. She will be with you. You won't be alone. And she's saying, let's show them what you're made of. Let's show them how good you are. Okay? I hope that makes sense. God bless. Folks, when I say that, I know it gets repetitious about, when I say, I hope you can understand it, or I hope that makes sense. It's because for the most part, I don't know you folks, and I don't know the people, the spirit that comes in. I trust them because of my own protection. I won't allow any negativity in. But when they tell me something, I have no idea what they're talking about. Okay? They're telling me that you do. And if you don't, you will, like a half hour from now, you say, oh my God, that's who she was talking about. So if you hear something and it doesn't make sense right away, just hold with it. And you'll see what we're talking about, okay? In fact, I had a woman email me yesterday. Apparently, I had given her a message about 3 weeks ago on one of the shows. I don't even know which one it was, whether it was this one or the Facebook. And at the time, she was upset and kept saying, makes no sense, and calling me a phony and all the rest of it. Well, she emailed me today apologizing for that and just saying, I understand now. It makes sense because things had happened the way that I had told her they would. And I'm only saying that to let you know that even if it doesn't make sense right now, hang on to it. It will, and it will help, because that's what these readings are for. It's not a form of fortune telling. It's to help you go forward with your life, hopefully in a positive manner, to know where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to be doing and going and headed in your life. None of us are put here blind, so just bear with us, okay? All right. Okay, I'm not. I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but Joe Firmino. Hello. I know I'm not pronouncing it right. All right, Joe Firmino. Yes. Okay, Joe. I'm not a medical doctor, but wow, have you been having a lot of headaches? Or just it feels like I have a metal band strapped around my head and somebody just keeps tightening it. The first thing I want to say, please, is as soon as you can, seek some medical help for that. Okay, when you become aware of it, seek medical help. Don't ignore it. Okay, whatever it is can be fixed and taken care of, but it's going to need some medical intervention. And ladies and gentlemen, I do believe very much in the spiritual healing. However, I also believe, and I know I'm throwing this out there as my own, but doctors were put here by God or whomever for a specific reason. So whenever there's illness, I always suggest, all right, let's go to the doctors, let's take care of the physical part, and then let's go home and let's deal with the spiritual reason why things happen, because I believe it's cause and effect. So when I talk like that, just so you know or have a better understanding of what I'm trying to say. It doesn't always come across that way, and I know. I get told that all the time. Okay. Joe, you're gonna be okay, Joe. Just know that you need to have it checked. There's a woman that's given me this information. I'm not seeing her face. I'm just feeling her energy, and I'm just feeling. Just tell her to do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. God bless. All right. Becky Woolen. Hi, Becky. Hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly. Becky, there's a group of people that come in, but they're very, very quiet, and they're like, shh, very, very hush hush. They don't want to. They don't want to upset anything or scare anyone. This is all new to them. In fact, one woman steps forth and she says, I used to tell you not to do that stuff because she didn't believe in it. She does now. She's saying we all learn when we get over here. It's a continuation of life. We still learn. We still grow spiritually and mentally on all levels. But Becky, it's like she wants to follow your lead. Do you understand what we're talking about? She wants to follow your lead. She knows that you were the one interested to begin with. And she trusts the fact that you're going to go about things on a positive level and in a positive manner. Okay? And she says, we'll listen. We'll see we'll try to do what we can. Okay? She's also showing me what to me is like a passage of time. I believe they've been in spirit for a while. I know the majority of them have. Okay. But know that they all want to connect with you. They all want to, I keep hearing the term, they want to make things right. And I don't understand why, but it's the way it's coming in. So I'll leave you with that. Hopefully it'll make some sense. Okay. But know that they've accepted things. They've accepted things in life the way you've set them up. Or you tried to teach, or you tried to show them before. They didn't understand before, they do now. All right, but they're following your lead. Okay. Sit. Josh. Joshua, the Beyond section. Hello. All I'm hearing is there he is. Did you know Christopher that's in spirit? I rarely hear names, but he's adamant about this. His name is Christopher. Okay. He's saying you need to step up. You need to step up and do the things that you've told people you're going to do. He knows your intention is solid, your intention is there, but he's saying you let everything else get in the way for you. Do you understand what he's talking about? He's showing me it's like finishing things and putting them away. Okay, that's what he's talking about. Okay, all right, as long as you understand it. But he wants you to do that because he's saying you're looking for direction, but you have to do this first. You have to start putting things in order because too much is scattered around you. And if you really want to go forward, you need to have things in your life in order. And he's saying, and that's on all levels, not just in spiritual, not just physical. You have to be able to do that in all aspects of your life. I feel like a teacher with him, possibly a guide, but he wants you to know he's here. He always has been. He never left. He says he gets upset from him with you once in a while, but he said he would never just walk away. He wants to help. Okay? I'll leave that. God bless. Taylor Metzler. Hi, Taylor. Okay, before I give this message, folks, please remember to share the video as much as possible. The more this gets shared, the more that gets out there. We are 39 away from reaching our goal, and that's what we are trying so hard for. And in order to reach it, we have to have people subscribing to the channel. So please keep that in mind. Ask your friends, family, whomever to subscribe. And that will help us, Michelle and I, both on our quest and our journey and where we want to go with things. I know right now we can't wait to get back to classes and open circle and all the rest of it, because when you're used to doing it 4 or 5 nights a week like we are, it's hard not to. Okay, Taylor Metzler. Yes. Taylor, there's a young girl that keeps walking up, and it's like she's walking up and she's pulling your hair and then running like crazy. A little bit of an imp here. I don't feel bad with it. I feel like she's teasing you. She wants your attention really, really badly. Do you know who this is? Bear with us, folks. We're on a 10-second delay here. Hopefully you'll understand who I'm talking about, Taylor. Because she's laughing. She's laughing, and I just keep seeing that action over and over again. It's like running up behind and just pulling your hair and just running in the opposite direction, laughing for all she's worth. She's a little bit of an imp when she was here. Okay. You may not know her, but I do feel a biological connection to you. So whether that's a sister or a cousin, I don't know. You may not have even been aware of the fact that her mother had been pregnant. Okay. But our children do continue to grow in spirit. Anyway, I feel like a biological connection to you. She's a little bit of an imp. She has a little terror. You know, she likes to tease and play, and is just trying to get a serious moment out of her was very hard when she was here, and it still is now. Anyway, she's trying to bring this in. She's trying to bring laughter to you, Taylor. She's trying to get you to laugh. She's trying to get you to play more. She's saying everything is so serious around you, it hurts her heart. I don't know why she's using those terms, but she's saying when you're not laughing and you're not happy, it hurts her heart. And she wants you to please remember that you need to smile. You need to laugh more, she says, because that's where happiness is. And happiness is the only thing that's worth anything to her. That's her words, not mine. So please understand that. And again, I feel very young with her, so her terminology may not be correct, but I have to give it the way it's given to me, folks, or it does shut down. So please take that into consideration. But anyway, she's just here. She wants to see you enjoy life a little bit more. She wants to hear more laughter from you, Taylor. Okay, I hope that helps. God bless. Teal Carpenter. Hi, Teal. Teal, I'm literally sitting here wringing my hands. There's an older woman that comes in, and she's doing the same thing. She's so worried that you're not taking care of yourself or taking care of things the way you need to. Do you know what I'm talking about? She's saying you're so busy with everybody else, you forgot about yourself, and that has her so worried. And she doesn't want that to be the case. She doesn't want anything to happen to you. I feel like a mother's love coming from her. If it's not your biological mother, it's someone you looked at like a mom, or a second mom. I know I was mom to a lot of my children's friends throughout their growing years. But she's worried that you're not taking time for yourself, Teal, and it's something that you need to stop long enough and really, really look at the situation around you and realize that possibly things aren't being appreciated right now, because for as much as this woman is wringing her hands with worry, I also feel anger. And it's not very often that I feel anger from spirit. I truly don't. And it's not that she's angry at you. She's angry at the situation around you, because she's saying it's not being appreciated. All that you do is just not being appreciated. And she says she wants you to understand that and to realize that in order to truly help, you need to start taking better care of yourself. Once you do that, things will change in the direction that you're looking for. She says, but until then, it's just going to continue going this way, and she doesn't want to see that. She hates to see you upset. She hates to see you hurting in any way, because you are everything to her, and that's her words, not mine. But just know that there's tremendous love coming from her. Okay? God bless. I hope I helped. You hearing that? Okay, all right. We have music on in the background. All right, but it's more the metaphysical meditation type music that we use every week in our meditations. But I can hear somebody singing, almost like an operatic type of singing. And it feels physical. The hearing is physical. It's not.
I'm not hearing it.
Okay.
It has to be.
All right. There's someone, I don't know who they're here for. Okay, I'm going to have to work with that. Good night, Eric. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Carrie Battisti. Carrie, did you know this woman that I'm hearing? I'm not seeing her, but I'm hearing almost like an operatic type of singing from her. This woman loves to sing, and her voice is absolutely melodic and beautiful. I want to say I want to go way back with her energy. Do you know who I'm talking about? It's definitely a woman's voice. And I feel like she's trying to bring some soothing energy to you. A lot of healing is going on around you. And I don't believe it's a physical healing. Yes, this is for you, Carrie, not for any. I feel something very familiar with your energy with it. And this music is breathtaking. It's almost a type where when you hear it, you want to cry. Her voice is just so beautiful. Okay, and she's just, Carrie, she's trying to bring some healing for you. And she's doing it through her music. She's saying that's how I heal souls, is through music. I don't know what your taste in music are, dear, and it really doesn't matter to me. I would just love to see you listen just to some of the classics for just a little bit anyway. You'll understand more of what I'm feeling. It's like I don't understand the words that she's saying because they're in another language. But I understand the inference and the energy with them that is very, very, very strong, very powerful. Anyway, she's bringing this energy to you, and I believe it's for healing, and just healing of the heart, healing of the mind. Okay? I'll leave that with you for now, Christy. God bless. Or Carrie. I'm sorry, Carrie Battisti. All right. Where's Travis D? How are you? Travis, do you have anything to do with horses, please? Because I'm seeing this horse in spirit, and that's the first for me. I've seen dogs and cats and everything else, but never a horse. Okay, did you have it? Sorry, Michelle, I didn't mean to poke you. Did you have anything to do with horses? Do you now, or did you? We got this big, beautiful horse here. And I'm not hearing words, obviously, but I'm seeing it. Okay, when you were a kid. Okay, a little man pops out from behind the horse and he's laughing and he's saying, I knew he'd get it sooner or later. I knew they'd get it. They want you to go back to a time when this horse was a part of your life. It's like he just wants to bring memories through this little man. I don't know who he is to you, but he wants to bring some memories to you to heal your heart, to heal your emotions. He's saying sometimes it's so hard to just get by day to day. But sometimes just that little bit of a memory can bring a smile to your face and heal your heart. Don't be afraid, Travis, to backstep sometimes. I know as you're going forward in life, we have to focus on everything around us. There's no two ways around that in order to just function in this world. But he's trying to let you know that it's okay to reminisce and to go back to when you were a little boy or when you were a child. Because there's purity there. I hope that makes sense. It's the way it comes in. And then he'll know what I'm talking about. All right. Anyway, I hope you do. God bless. Oh, very nice, Shayna. Thank you. And I love the name Vanessa. All right. Laura Nichols. Laura, I'm seeing the sign. You need to channel your energy. Yes, you do. You've got two women standing here, and I believe that they're from the family. I want to say that you come from a very matriarchal run family, meaning that the women run the family, not the men. And that's not meant to be whatever, to insult anybody in any way, okay? It's just some families are run by men, some are run by women. Laura Nichols, I believe that you are from a family that is run by women, because this one woman is starting to say you need to step up to the plate. It's your turn. You've been fighting this for a long time. You've been saying, nope, that's not me. I'm never going to do that. I don't want that headache. But these women are telling me that you will be, whether you want to or not. It makes me smile because it's very familiar. But they want you to know that you can do this. You have the ability to do this. You've been given the strength through the family, and it's going to be welcomed whether you realize it or not. So just know that, okay? God bless. They're here to help you. They're here to give you strength, Laura. They're here to help you, not to bring you down in any way. Okay? All right. Well, we're close on time tonight. All right. Arrow 734.
Andrea.
Andrea. Okay, I knew I'd read for you before. Andrea, how are you tonight? There's a woman here, and as we touch with your vibration, I feel like I can't breathe. This woman is telling me that you've been experiencing this lately. Do you know what we're talking about? I don't know if it's difficulty breathing or just stress. Anyway, she wants you to take some time to take care of yourself, to step out of the limelight and step back into taking care of you. I feel a lot of positive energy coming from you. But she's saying you need to do this. You need to slow down. You need to take care of yourself because I can't be there anymore to take care of you. She used to be the one that took care of you before, but just know, Andrea, that she loves you and she's with you and she's going to help get you through whatever this thing is that's going on, whether it's what's happening now or what's coming in the future. I don't know, but you're not alone. She just wants you to know you're not alone. Okay? God bless. All right. Hello, rainy day. Love you, baby. Miss you too. Oh. Charlotte Jones. Well, I know everyone right now is kind of joking about the fact of, gas is lasting for 3 weeks and, just everything has slowed down. But Charlotte, it's been anything but that with you, hasn't it? If anything, your anxiety, everything is on super high rate right now. Does that make sense to you at all? Are you feeling that? Because it's what Spirit's telling me. Okay, it's telling me that the chat disconnected, but we're still here. Charlotte, I'm still going to go through with the message. All right, anyway. She's talking about she's trying to seclude you, to shelter you, to make sure that you stay safe because you've been going so much, Charlotte. You're so much in the limelight and the stress levels are beyond the normal for you. Know that you're not alone and know that you're not going to get sick. You're going to be okay. I haven't given anyone this type of message because I purposely tried to stay away from everything to do with the virus. But this woman is adamant, Charlotte. She wants you to know that you're okay. You're going to stay okay. Let everyone else do what they have to do. And you need to step down for a little while. I don't know if you're working in the medical field or what, but they're saying you need to step down. You need to take a break. Once you do that, you'll understand why and just rest for a little bit. It'll come back. Everything's going to come back the way you need it to. All right? God bless. I think that's about it, folks. We're just about out of time. Please share the video as much as possible. For every time you share it, your name will get put into a drawing for next week, and that's for a free 15-minute reading. Okay? Also, I know it's hard out there, folks, but just kind of bear with it. I know we're all going a little stark raving crazy because we're closed in. I know Michelle and I are not happy not being able to teach classes and have open circle because that's very much part of our lives. And we miss seeing everyone terribly.
We're healing.
And Michelle's not even being able to do her healing work.
I do send it. I still can send it.
But the one-on-one that she likes to work with is not there right now. Thank the Lord I can still do the readings by phone. So if anyone's interested in that, please make sure you give us a call. In the meantime, folks, we will be here on Tuesday nights on Facebook, Wednesday nights on YouTube. Also on Monday nights, Beth McGee is on, I believe it's Veils, and that's on Facebook. Oh Lord, I need to check that with her tonight. But look on YouTube, look for Beth McGee and Scott or Sky Morgan. They are our affiliates in Montana, and they are here to do readings as much as I do them, and they're excellent. So please have a good week, folks. We will see you next week. God bless and take care. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.